Hello Gemini, this is Victoria and I'm here with your September tarot forecast. Thanks for joining me. As always, we'll be looking at your love life, your career space, and we'll get you guidance from the universe on how to best navigate the energies of the month of September. At the end, I'll pull some messages from your person just to yourself. And of course, we're gonna get started with a quick oracle message. So without further ado, let's get started with the reading. Hope everyone's doing great. This is a big month of eclipses. We're starting with the first eclipse on September 7th, and then 2 weeks later it's going to be a lunar eclipse. And then 2 weeks later we have a partial solar eclipse. And eclipses often serve as a gateway towards a completely new version of ourselves, or at least certain aspect of our life where we see opportunities we haven't seen before, or new skills and gifts that we discover that we never knew that we had, or things that we were passionate about. It's this wonderful discovery that it helps us go through, but it also, it's rarely quiet and steady. A lot of times it's kind of like it's brisk and it creates chaos one way or another. So just be ready for that and know that on the other side of it there's definitely opportunity for something even more wonderful, beautiful and powerful than what you currently have. With all that said, your oracle message is Heal the Ouch. Heal the Ouch is talking about the healing skills and gifts, whether it is from you towards other people, or you may be in need of somebody's help. A little bit of a leg up, a little bit of a support, especially since, just like I was saying, there's so much happening with the eclipse energy in. We also have the autumn equinox, of course, in September. There's a lot of the passing over the hill, so to speak, right, where it might be more daunting, it might be more trying on your body, mind and soul. So whatever painful stuff is going to be coming up, it's important to remember that there's somebody that you can share with, that you can ask for help, who will be there for you. And if for some reason it feels like there is no other person around that you can talk to or ask for help, remember, of course, about your higher power, about your guides who are there with you pretty much constantly, right? And it's more a matter of specifically asking for where you need help or support. All right, let's get on with the reading. It's actually starting to rain a little, so hopefully it's not gonna get bad, but we'll see what happens. All right, Gemini. Wow, your first card of the reading is the Sun. This is the most important card, and this is the best card to have, the happiest card, should say. It's very subjective to try and decide which one is the best, you know, and I can start the whole thing on that note, but we're not gonna. This is the happiest card of the deck. This is how we start your reading, and that's amazing. So just for personal space and love life, you could be dealing with a Leo, of course, of King of Cups, could be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and you have 4 of Coins. For your career space, you have 4 of Cups. I'll speak about all of this in a minute, by the way. For those who are new, by the way, hello, welcome. Please subscribe to the channel. For all of you, of course, I appreciate your likes and comments. Ace of Swords, younger Brad Pitt here, and 10 of Coins. And then for the advice, we have 2 of Coins, the Emperor, this is Aries energy, and Strength, another Leo card. Bottom of the deck is the 10 of Wands. Yeah, so maybe for some of you it's a great opportunity to let go of certain past aspects of life, that, or aspects of your current life that you know you've outgrown in some way. You may not know what is the next step, what is the next phase, right? But deep down, you have a knowledge that you don't want to be with the same people. You don't want to have this kind of a job. You don't want to be passing your free time this way, and whatever else it might be. You want to get rid of your addiction finally. But yeah, so it's not, so whatever changes you're calling in with this and are going to be happening for you in September, they're not just there out of nowhere, right? It's all connected, and one way or the other you sent a signal that you're ready for something better. With all that said, let's look at the personal space. You have the Sun, the King of Cups, and the Four of Wands. There's a lot of excitement and capacity for the loving exchange with your person, or if you're single, with a potential person. I feel like you have a lot of love to give, and it's making you happy. Like this energy flow, this vibe is making you happy. And that lasts until you start thinking about the practical aspects of a relationship, starting to remember how it didn't work out the last time, or what if I start a certain subject, you may have unpredictable results, and there are certain things that I don't want to go, or that I'm not ready for. Like, let's say if it's about further commitment to each other, or specific steps that your person is interested in that you're not so thrilled about, right? So there is a little bit of a break that you're pushing here, so just be careful with that, so you don't step too much out of alignment, because there's such a great energy here. And Gemini, of course, are an air sign, so there's a lot of brain work, a lot of analytical thinking involved, and it's all about the details. It's almost like this precise calculation of does it make sense, should I do it, why should I do it, why do I want to do it? But a lot of times that's the stuff that actually kills inspiration and your authentic expression. And that's the most precious out of all, even if it's somehow uncomfortable for people around you, or even for yourself for that matter. In terms of your career and workspace, you have Four of Cups, Ace of Swords, and Ten of Coins. I mean, that's what we like to see, that's what we want to see in the work and career space. Right? Ace of Swords is definitely your air energy that's stepping in, and you want to get to the bottom of things, as you should. This is your element. You are so good at this, to understand why things happen a certain way, why they work out, why they don't work out, what kind of working environment, what kind of team makes you tick. It makes you go that extra mile, right? And what kind of a project or a partner or a team or a client would get you to that 10 of, your dream of a 10 of Pentacles, whatever that 10 of Pentacles is for you, right? Ultimate abundance, dream come true. This is like going a little bit into more of the, nitty-gritty details. But it is actually useful, because as you're thinking about the details, the bigger stuff is fleshing out, the general picture, like, why is that important? Why would I want that? Right? And then you're understanding, tracing it back to, okay, so these are my values, or these are my priorities, or, this is the insecurity that I'm still working on. And for now, like, these are my boundaries and what I'm ready for. And then finally, the advice, we have Two of Coins, the Emperor, and the Strength. Look at all the major arcanas. How many do you have here? Well, you have 3, but still a lot. So very strong masculine energies here, fire sign throughout. A little bit of earth here with Two of Coins. But you see, the Two of Coins is usually a choice. It's like, which way do I go? Which path should I choose? Which, like in Matrix, they had pills of 2 different colors, right? That would give you a different path going forward. And, there's a desire to go strong, to show the power, the authority, and the ambition, but there is a lack of clarity on how exactly to do it. How do I want to position myself? What does powerful actually mean for me? How do I visualize or explain my passion? And what I would say that either of these energies can be used in an integrated or disintegrated state. And in the integrated state, it will still be very much about being ambitious, but also generous. Strength is a lot about courage, but also kindness. It might not be the machismo and the push that you're waiting for from yourself, but it will be definitely more truthful, more compassionate to other people involved, because acting with that masculine fire energy, regardless of whether you're masculine or feminine yourself, by the way, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's supposed to be rough or cruel or forceful, right? And the moment you go there, you lose a certain touch, a certain connection with the outside energy, the world, and even your inner vision, your heart space. So be careful with how you decide to implement this power, and don't be afraid to maybe revisit or think, and not necessarily think that your choices are supposed to be perfect somehow, that you want to be the best at all the decisions that you're making. You may not necessarily be successful in everything, but it doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. It's just a part of a learning process, right? And Geminis are great at learning. Learning towards who you are, what you want, and how healthy interactions with humans around you can happen. And last but not least, we'll get some messages for Gemini from their personal interest. Four of Wands, beautiful. And it's clarified by the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune. So this is pretty much like a jackpot in what you could have received as a love message, and essentially how your person sees it. I was just laughing because the Wheel of Fortune is literally disconnected on a certain level with gambling, and jackpot is a lottery term. So yeah, I said what I said for a reason. But yeah, your person definitely feels like this is a jackpot that they won with you, and it's this connection feels addictive to them almost, right? Like sometimes it scares them how much it became an essential part of their world, how much if it's not there, if you're not there, if your usual daily, weekly rituals, routines are not there, how much they miss it, how much they feel out of place, right? So, but right now there is this fascination of like, we are like these two beautiful doves, lovebirds essentially, and they never want to let you go. They're still trying to understand the bigger meaning, to decode of try to deduce like what do these specific experiences mean, and what do they tell them about true love, about balanced relationship with the opposite energy. But what they know is that, and they haven't discovered everything yet, of course, but what they're excited about is discovering more with you of what it's like and what you want your story to be for the both of you. So I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, Gemini. I hope this was good for you. So don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel, and until next time,